Well, since November last year, we've had an increase in vandalism, quite severe vandalism. We've had house break-ins, we've had cars being stolen, and then in November, a car up on the industrial estate was set on fire. That was the first arson attack. And then after Christmas, we had a fire which was set outside someone's house. And then we had a car arson. And then literally 2 days later, 3 cars ended up going up on one car park, which again was arson. At this very park, which is right next to 3 Milestone School, there was actually razor blades placed into the ground at the bottom of the slides. We had razor blades on handlebars, on the play equipment, and a lot of the play equipment was actually undone. There has been just a general increase in trouble, and it's not something we're used to up here. 3 Milestone's always been a very nice, kind of pleasant, quiet community. We basically started patrolling. There was quite a few of us that felt the need to be out there because a lot of the village was so on edge that there was people not sleeping, there was people having anxiety attacks, panic attacks, and we wanted to reassure people. So myself and at the beginning there was about 15 of us, and that's kind of whittled down over the last 5-6 weeks. And now we have a core group of about 8 to 10 of us that are regularly patrolling. We go out in pairs to protect ourselves and to bear witness to things. What we've been able to do is provide critical evidence for the police. We've been able to reassure the community, and we've actually started to begin the process with the support of the Cornwall Council to create a community watch scheme. Traditionally, neighbourhood watch tends to be one street, one cul-de-sac. Our plan is essentially to bring the whole village together under one scheme, all reporting to the same place. Communication is key. We found that that's an absolute key. And if, for example, one night something happened at one end of the village, within a few minutes we could have another person at the other end of the village near the main road, looking out for cars that could be rushing out of the village, looking for evidence, and just keeping an eye out for everybody. You know, it's kind of that going back to looking out for your neighbours, which, you know, unfortunately is kind of dying nowadays and with technology and whatnot, you know. But it's been really good for the community, and, you know, it's been great for us. I've made a lot of new friends, which is fantastic.
One thing that you want to get out of the sort of public perception is that you're not vigilantes.
No, not at all. In fact, only one of us on the regular patrol has been a victim of any of these crimes themselves. So there's no revenge in mind. We believe that the police know who have done the arsons. That was one person, but obviously we don't know who has done all the rest of the issues. But I mean, we've even been able to provide the police with evidence and information regarding drug dealers that are coming into the village. So it's even crimes that we weren't essentially aware of, we're able to now kind of assist with, which has been great. You know, all we're doing is we're going up to people. If we see anybody out and about, we're just going up and saying hello. And just if they want to have a conversation, then fantastic. You know, we've been able to kind of inform a lot of people that way, reassure them as well of what we're actually doing. A lovely lady in the village making us identifiable bands as well. So if someone was to hear someone walking outside, they can look outside and see it's one of us. But yeah, we're keeping up the patrols. We're doing it in shifts now, so we're not all doing it at once, because that was pretty exhausting. You know, all of us, we all have jobs, we all have families. And we just want this to be a safe place for our families.